welcome back to TimberBorn and a change to the plan. So finished up the update for Iron Teeth playthrough yesterday, recording yesterday, and just after that I saw that update 5 had released on the experimental branch, and it does bring some very cool stuff. So rather than doing the water beavers, we're going to jump into update 5, and I'm doing it with the folktales on the lakes map, which is one of the easier maps. And I'm playing on normal difficulty because you will have seen some little bits there that may make this much harder. I'm not sure. So because this is my first time tackling it, we're going for something that's hopefully a little bit easier. So I'll stick up on the screen now a little bit of the update notes. The big bit is beavers reap what humans sow. So in the TimberBorn world, humanity disappeared and left behind ruins, and as part of update 5, this includes toxic pollution known as bad water. And we've got some examples of it over here. And this is essentially pollution from humans. So it will interact with water. I don't know if I've got an example of it on this map yet. They will merge together as they flow together. So yeah, you can see here, we've got bad water coming out here. We've got good water coming through here. And they merge into a pollution-y mess. And what can happen is, instead of a drought, you can get a bad tide. So instead of water flowing, bad water will flow. There are some new buildings and stuff. There are some new mechanics. You can see around where the bad water is, the land gets polluted. And if that gets too bad, stuff will stop growing. So kind of like a drought, but worse. Things won't be able to grow at all. You won't be able to hydrate it. If the beavers get too contaminated with it, then they get affected and they basically become lazy or uncooperative, and they will still eat and drink and stuff, but they won't do any work. So they become a burden on your colony. There is a way to decontaminate them. We'll get to all of this as we go through. It can affect how buildings can operate. You can make use of it. So there is a we don't have it unlocked, but there is a bad water pump which you can use to pump bad water. You can then store it in tanks because it is used. You can separate it into extract, and then that's used to decontaminate your affected beavers. And it's also used in explosives now, and there are more effective explosives. So there are explosives that will now blow 2 or 3 blocks deep. I think pretty much everything else we'll just get to as we can. There are some Iron Teeth specific things that I'm not going to see. So there is now, because I've just done an Iron Teeth playthrough, so I wanted to do something different. But if you remember the breeding pods, there are breeding pods that now give birth to fully born Iron Teeth beavers. Kind of weird. Yeah, there's the decontamination pod. They've reworked some of the fun stuff as well, so we'll see that as we go through as well. And they've got rid of the healers, so there's no more dandelions and medicine. There's just the healing bed, and they will just work, which is kind of cool. So yeah, let's get stuck in. I don't want to dwell on it too much. I'll put a link to the release notes if you're really that interested. But you can see we've got a bad water source here, and you can see it's affected all of the ground here. And you can see it mixes with the water and does have an effect downstream. So what we need to do is our water comes in up here. I think that's the only water source on the map. There are some bad water sources up here. You need to basically manage the water flow and the bad water flow so that you're not polluting your water source. You can see it comes down here and mixes and runs off the map. Yeah, otherwise a lot of it's the same. So I just thought it'd be interesting to tackle the new update. Yeah, we're playing on Folktales on normal difficulty. So I've not played with the Folktales since they did update 4, so we've got all the new food mechanics to look at as well. Right, let's get started. So we're going to need to be cutting down some wood, and we have some trees. I'm going to cut down the pine trees up here. Depending on where I place this, we can actually get some of those as well, but I want to be able to get all of the pine trees, so let's do that. And let's put a path in that really badly, and we need to connect it up to the district center. We'll put in a gatherer flag to start gathering the berries for food as well, because we will need that until we get our farm going. So let's just start going on kind of moderate speed up the number of builders, and I'm also going to put a lumberjack flag over here. We do need to mark trees for cutting, as the beaver is telling us there. Cut down all of these trees. So get that going. To get a farm going pretty quickly. So we'll stick that there. We need to get a water pump going pretty quick as well, because it's the folk tail, so they can only pump 2 deep. So we are just going to stick that here and connect that up as well. Nope. It's so weird starting from nothing again, and playing with the folk tails rather than the iron teeth. So hopefully they can get those built fairly quickly. Because we're doing folk tails, we do need to get some housing going pretty quick as well. So 6. Just going to kind of do that temporarily. We also need to get some science on the go with an inventor, so we can get some trees planted. And I'm also going to do a small water tank so we can store some water. Let's speed up time a bit, get all of that built. We don't really have access to any more trees once we've done that, and we do want to be capturing some water. So I think what we'll do is we'll run a path along here so that we've still got access to the edge, and I'm going to try and dam across here. That's quite a lot of dam to build, but it will then give us access to some more wood over here. So I think what I'm going to do is low prioritize the housing. Hopefully we can get the dam built. That's going to be a high priority job. And let's get some food planted, and we're going to go very basic to start off with, and we're going to go for a big patch of carrots and a smallish patch of potatoes. Let's get them to dig up some of those. And yeah. So I really want them to get these built. So let's build no, let's not build it there. So we're doing it down here. Let's build a small log storage. Only 2 logs. So hopefully that will work. I'm not sure how long the cycles are on normal difficulty, so I think we have at least 3 before we end up with a bad tide, so we should be okay for a bit, I hope. with the potatoes, we are going to need a grill, but we'll save that for now. We'll just get some planted and harvested. Everyone is busy, so it's good. We are just about to start building our dam. Now, I have kind of made it hard for myself because I've made the dam quite a long way from everything else, but hopefully that will work out okay. I've got some trees over here we could cut down as well, but we are going to need to get a forester fairly quickly, which means we're going to need some planks. I think we'll put that here for now, and we will power it with just a power wheel. So one of the interesting things, and I don't know if as we go through we're going to be getting more bad tides as we go through, but the bad water can power water wheels, so that will be a good thing. And if we can tap into, my understanding is the bad water sources flow constantly, not 100% sure on that, so we could maybe say get over here, tap into the water wheel power of the bad water here. So that's going to be interesting. Let's see, one of the challenges with the folktales is there are no engines, so we are reliant on wind. You may remember I played folktales the first time through, so you're reliant on wind and water power to keep those going. We'll put an extra farmer in because we do have a spare slot there. And once we can get the forest going, I think we'll plant a load of trees up here, because what I would like to do next is dam across here. We will need to unlock levees to be able to do that though. So let's plant the rest of those potatoes down to here. Because that will give us quite a nice source of food with the grill. So probably actually what I want to do is unplant those carrots, and we'll straighten the path there so we can put, actually we want to go back another, we'll do that actually. We can run path along there so we can put more water pumps in here. Well, so folktales obviously need shelter to breed, so we do need to start prioritizing that once we've got this done. This is a lot of wood to be using early on. Another 50, which is quite a few trees when there are only 2 logs per tree. Actually, we might not get that done. If we get across here, we've got some oak trees, which is good. In fact, in the hope that we do, I am going to put a lumberjack flag there and mark all of these trees for cutting. Actually, that would be a good area to put a forest, because it would take advantage of us trapping water here. Yeah, we should do that instead. So what I'm also going to do is get them to take out the bushes, because we really don't need that many berries with the folktales. We don't need them for breeding with the folktales, so let's get rid of them. We are almost across, so we are going to make it across, and that will instantly get us access to a lot more wood. Each of the oak trees is 8, so that's lots suddenly. So yeah, if I up prioritize that, we will then normal prioritize the housing. That will give us housing for 12 beavers, which is actually not enough. We want to grow. So let's put a few and there. That will give us lots of housing so we can get more beavers. We probably need to be thinking about storage as well. So let's do a couple of warehouses. One for carrots and one for potatoes. There we go. So we've got access to a lot more wood now. And we've got houses cropping up. Awesome. So we've almost got enough science for the forester. So once the houses are built, we'll get them to build the lumber mill and the power wheel. I am planning to make use of water power, obviously. We might tap into that over this side, and really we want to be using the bad water for power. We have because I think these go in. We've got some well-being. I think, yeah, we could put these in here and get power off them. We don't want the beavers going in the bad water, so that is a thing. I think we're going to build another water storage. We're doing okay for water at the moment. We're doing okay-ish for food as well. Most of the housing, let's prioritize the wheel. We can probably... Yeah, you should be cutting down out because I didn't mark them for cutting. So let's get these last few trees cut down and then we can pause this guy, or remove him, in fact. So we could do with more farmers as well, but we need more beavers for that. So I'm going to put in a campfire as well quite early so that we can get beavers growing up a little bit quicker, get the welfare up as well. Oh, we've got some broken teeth. So we need to put in tooth grindstone. I'm going to put that the back here. So we almost have enough science. So let's make this a somewhat priority job. I think we can pause. Oh, actually, we'll just delete that lumberjack flag. Let's get a few planks made. This can store 13 planks. There's our first drought. Our forester needs 7, so we don't need any storage for planks yet. And they are making short work of these trees. Yeah, I think we're going to put a forest in here. Quite a big forest, because they always end up short of wood. This can be a lower priority job. And I wish they'd harvest these carrots so that we could move the path and maybe put another water pump in. So we are going to be able to keep pumping water through some of the drought because it's not going to evaporate that much. Let's up the priority of the broken tooth thing, because we do have a injured beaver. This guy, he's got broken teeth, poor thing. So far it's a lot like normal TimberBorn. We've not really had to interact with the bad water. It's all quite away from where we are. Just thinking longer term, where have we got access to metal? Metal is quite a way off for us. Oh, there's some up there. But yeah, we've got to do quite a trek to get to metal. I don't think I've played this map before. No. That's all of the houses built. We have a whole load of planks, so we can pause that. We can pause the power wheel, so that we can get the last of the science made that we need to get our forester in. Yeah, I think what we'll do is par up here. And how far away is that birch tree? It's not going to take long. Nine more science. Well-being's going up. We're building the water tank, and now I think we need to get another water pump in, which I need these gone to be able to do. So as much as it pains me, I think we're going to do that. I like deleting food, but at the moment we are unable to harvest it all, so we put a third farmer in. We have 101 science, so let's unlock. Actually, we only needed 60. Okay. We do something like that. We need to path around that birch sapling. There's the drought and trees. So I'm going to plant a bit of a mixed forest. Do a block of pine here and here, just for something that's a little bit quicker. I'm going to do a block of oak here and here. We need some space for a couple of lumberjacks, and then we're going to do some maple and some chestnuts. So, we're getting a little bit of bad water flowing in here now, and it's starting to affect this. Interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, the bad water keeps flowing. So let's put in, so I don't forget, our lumberjack flags, and then I will make those minimum priority jobs for now, because the trees have got a lot of growing to do. And then we're going to do a big stand of oak over here. So hopefully, yep, they can plant all of that. So we can see here that these are, they died, in fact. Yeah, so these died really quickly from the bad water. So actually, we might want to put it down across here to keep the bad water away from all of this. I think we need to do that, actually. I think next wet season, that will be one of the things that we need to do. And that drought has in fact ended up going to build a little log storage. Actually, we should build a bigger log storage. Somewhere here. Here. Logs. And once the bad water is gone, we will put something across here. So, got to wait for the water to flow through. Here it comes. And then, yeah, we instantly run into our first problems with bad water. So, yeah, we want to block off across here. And the beavers are all fine because the beavers are all over here. But so my plan is to take this somewhat slowly at the start and not rush into the tech also. And we've got bad water that's kind of got trapped in here with the eddy current. That's very interesting as well. But as it's flowing now quite quickly and we've got some amount of wood, I'm going to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. And do that. And try and keep that bad water away from our colony. Those trees are marked for cutting, so hopefully they'll get those cut down. But yeah, it's interesting. It's very quickly pushed it back, but I was not expecting that to be an issue quite so quickly. Here, we could mark these for cutting as well. We do have some kits now. So we have some spare beds still as well, which is good. We can now put our extra water pump in. So I'm going to do kind of blocks of things, I think. So let's delete that. In a second water pump, we obviously don't have things like platforms yet. We will need to wait for those. I'm going to... I've got 4 builders going out, it's okay. I'm going to push it up to an 18-hour workday so we can get a bit more done. And I think we'll play to the start of the next drought cycle. God, these little trees are a real pain. I must be able to join some sort of path up. I promise I will make that path later in the future. It's just going to be quicker if they've got a path. It would be quicker if there were logs in here as well, but you know, I guess we could set that to obtain. But we don't have any, it's just, we've only got to come to here, it's not that far. So we have almost got that done. That is also going to keep this corner hydrated. And the bad water is gone from that kind of back current as well. Which is nice. Obviously it wasn't what I planned to do next, but the game's forced me to adapt already, which I like. So I want to get another farmhouse going. And we're going to put it here because I want to put another block of crops in here. And that will also cover all of that. So, and then I think we need to think about a grill so we can do grilled potatoes. And I'm going to put that up here. I think we don't really have enough wood for it yet, but we will when our forester dude has finally got everything done. So plant some more trees. So this was I'm not sure. April? Yeah, looks like it. No. We've got to wait 12 days for the pines to grow in, and not so long for the rest. We do have a couple of oaks that will grow up as well fairly soon. There we go. So that's in. So that's that done. I'm not so worried about trapping water up here at the moment, actually, I don't think. I think the next job is to make some power. And I'm very tempted to come over here and try and get access to this. But I think we would need platforms. We need to get a bit more science going for that. So maybe for now we do stuff down here. And this water's flowing pretty quick past here. So I think what we'll do is we'll get rid of some of the berries. We don't really need them. It's up to 3, so cool. That needs to be a slightly higher priority job. Though our water tanks are full, so let's put another one in. Bit here. So they're also building our grill, and we do have, that's going to turn into like 400 food, the potatoes. So let's plant our next crop, which I'm going to do as sunflowers. I've not really explored the new. I don't think much has changed actually in the feeding for the folktale. So it's been a while. So we're going to need to grow wheat as well, but we're then going to need to get into mills and things, and those need power. So path. So I want to get rid of all of these as well, so that I can path down here. Good supply of food now. We're getting a good supply of water. We're short of logs, so we do need, and that's why I went quite quickly for the forester. Need to make sure that you're a priority job. Sunflowers are all planted. Maybe we plant some more of those. And our path has been cleared, so we can do that, and then we can delete that one. Better. And kind of got sidetracked by having to build this second quite big dam. But it does give us another hydrated area, and we could actually put water pumps in here. We could pump out of here and not affect this. So that is an idea. We'll get one built as kind of a full fail safe. Shouldn't need it at the moment. We'll make that a low priority build job and a very low priority workplace. So sunflowers we're going to need some storage for. Sunflowers. So one of the challenges with the folktales is you can't stack log storage. So we're not going to be able to have any of the log storage Jenga towers that we had before, which is going to be a bit of a challenge. in terms of storing enough logs and things, but we have a big map with a lot of space. So I think we are going to spread and probably have several districts. Maybe doing different things. We'll see how things go. We can now put in our path most of the way down there. Need to go. And we can put in our extra potatoes. There we go. And you will grill potatoes. And then here, next to the housing, we will store grilled potatoes. Okay, well-being's not bad at the moment. We've not got any wet fur bonus. We've got good campfire bonus. We've not got terrace. I'm wondering if we... That's a lot of logs, actually. It's a lot of logs. Well-being. How much is a shower? 50 science. And 10 logs. Can't do that yet. So, we want a water wheel. We don't have access to super cool water wheels, but they have been buffed, and all the water wheels produce 50% more power now. So that's kind of good. Probably what we want to do is unlock stairs and put some stairs down there. And then build a couple of water wheels. Because we're going to want to get into a grist mill. Bakery doesn't use power, grist mill does. We are going to need gear workshops as well. So when do we have trees cropping up? So let's make one of those normal priority, and we will we can get rid of you now, and let's mark all of our new forest for cutting. There we go. I think at the moment one is probably going to be enough. So that's a maple. And you are chestnuts. We'll get that deleted. And the chestnut trees we will not want to cut down, which is those. Those, I believe, because we'll get food out of those. So not a lot at first, but we'll get some. Let's straighten that path because it will be annoying people, because it annoys me. There we go. And let's put some more chestnuts in there. So yeah, ooh, 8 well-being now. Nice. And here comes, and it's yellow. So yellow means a normal drought, I believe. You can be paused now. There's just those few seedlings there. We could leave this now and see if it regrows. I think I kind of experimented with that in the past, and it was a bit of a non-event, really. JC the Beard, who I watch, who was the person who I saw comment about update 5, he has been using natural regrowth a bit. So No, those don't need planks, they just need logs. We just don't have enough logs. So the stairs also need logs. So we don't need to put our plank production back on yet. I'm going to move it to down here if we have enough horsepower. Or hamster power. Or whatever it is. So I think we're doing okay so far. So we have a free bed. We have exactly enough workers. So I don't think we need to build more accommodation yet. I will probably start to build accommodation somewhere else next. It's just kind of our little starter colony. We've got lots of carrots stocked up. We've got a decent amount of potatoes coming in, decent amount of sunflowers, so decent amount of water as well. We've got 120 water saved up now. We probably we need gears for the next size up, so we'll put a couple more small ones. No coffee with the folktales. We have extract, we have bad water, we have biofuel, we have catalyst, so those are for the folktale bots. We have maple syrup and we have water, so I'm just going to make those slightly higher priority than the water wheels. Yeah, so forecasted drought incoming, so we'll just see how this interacts and then we'll call it a day. That's pretty intimidating, isn't it? The kind of almost lava-like flow, bad water. And I think long term, what we're going to be wanting to do is managing where that can get to and trying to force it off the map as quickly as possible. And bots are immune to it, so that's a use for the bots in the future. They can go through bad water just fine. I think we will pause our 2 water pumps here. And I think we are really just waiting on trees to be cut down. Or trees to grow, in fact, to be cut down. So we could probably longer term do with a second forester servicing this area. So yeah, we seem to be okay now, which is good. So yeah, awesome. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you have enjoyed this first start to look at update 5. And if you did, click the like button. Any comments, questions or suggestions, stick them below. Thank you to the YouTube channel members and the patrons. I know you guys mostly support me for Farm Sim, but hey, maybe you enjoy this as well. And I will see you next time.